Okay, I've had a few problems with YouTube uploading these videos, so I will try again and try to make it a little bit shorter this time so that it uploads okay. I'm hoping to do a few vlogs about the different roles you can be doing on the ICP or the CRP programs. The first one I'm going to talk about is merchandise, because this was the first role that I did. I did it on my ICP, my summer program, in 2008. I worked at the Emporium in the Magic Kingdom on Main Street, USA. It was a really good location. Really good. I could have been put anywhere, as we'll talk about later, but I ended up in the Magic Kingdom, in the biggest store in the Magic Kingdom, and on Main Street. So obviously everybody just walks right past it when they come into the park and when they leave the park. So it was always busy. It was also on the parade route, and it was where the fireworks were. So it was extremely busy at times. But that was the best part about it, was the fact it was never dead in there. So what is merchandise? I'm going to base this on my experiences. For me, it was split into two parts. You were either stocking or you were on registers. Stocking would be where you were given a section of the store. You had to keep it tidy, you had to keep it full. So if people bought things, you had to go and find more stock and put it out if we had it. You'd also have to help guests in that area if they wanted to get a new one of something, or if they wanted to find something that wasn't there, you'd take them to the appropriate part of the store. Things like snow globes, there would only be one on display, so you'd always have to go and get more stock of those. So stocking was really easy. It did require climbing ladders and things, so it was quite physical, but it was a good way of sort of passing a shift without actually having to count things or, you know, concentrate too much, to be honest. But it was really fun. Registers and selling is the other part of merchandise role. This can take a variety of different sort of roles, if you like, because you could have an indoor role where you're in air conditioning all the time, which is what I was on. That was really nice. I literally just stood there like you would in any shop, scanned things, put it through, took the money, put it in a bag, goodbye. Really easy. You could be outside on some sort of cart. You could be selling pins, you could be selling light up glow cubes, you could be selling anything, but mostly little things that are outside. I know on the other side of Main Street to the Emporium, they did have a cart outside, so they rotate to that place. You would never be put on a cart for an entire shift, or one would hope not anyway. You'd probably only do a couple of hours on it because it gets so hot. They do try and rotate you. Obviously, at busy times of year, July the 4th, things like that, you might end up outside for the majority of your day. That's just the way it goes. The other thing you could be doing is another outdoor role. You could be doing something like Phantasmic. If you're selling merchandise at Phantasmic, you're going to be carrying a big tray around your neck. It's quite heavy, and you'll be sort of selling glow sticks and wands and crowns all light up and things like that. I knew somebody that did that in the Hollywood studios. She enjoyed it, but it was really hard work. So you have to be quite kind of physically ready to go with merchandise, because it's a lot of standing on your feet, there's a lot of talking, a lot of interaction with guests. Get to talk to them, get to learn those things. It's really nice for guest interaction. You could be working at any park, any resort, downtown Disney. There's just 101 places you could be working. If you're an ICP, you won't find out where you're working until 2 or 3 days into your stay in Orlando, but pretty much anywhere is a good place to work with merchandise. It's nice to be in a park to experience the park atmosphere, but if you're in downtown Disney, you know, it's still busy, it's still full of people, and you're still going to get loads of guest interaction. Same goes for the resorts. You might be in a smaller shop, but you'll still have loads of guest interaction. And the best part about merchandise is that if you're trained on the till system, then you can pick up extra shifts on the extra hours hotline. So if you work in, say, World of Disney at downtown Disney, you could pick up a shift at the Magic Kingdom and learn what it's like to work in a park. It's really flexible that way. Obviously, you still have to do all your hours that you're put down for on your schedule, but you're picking up extra overtime, basically. You also get to pin trade, which is really good fun. I might do another vlog about pin trading for all those who have never done it before. Another time. You get given a lanyard, so you borrow that lanyard for the day or for the time you're there, your program sort of length, and you get to talk to those guests, children, adults, everyone. Pay is around about average with merchandise. When I was there, it was $6 something. I think now, as of sort of June 2011, it's around about $7.40, something like that. I might be a little bit off, but it's sort of average in comparison to the rest of Disney World. You can request days off just like you can in any role. Whether or not they're granted is up to your managers, but it's always worth putting them in. You get an intranet called the Hub for all cast members, and that's how you request a lot of things. Time off, change of address, requesting, picking up extra hours, checking your schedule. That's what I mostly used it for, and pretty much you can find out anything about Walt Disney World on the Hub. It's there somewhere. But one of those things is you can request days off. So yeah, that's pretty much merchandise in a nutshell. If you've got any questions, please leave it on the comments or go on my blog. I have a blog from my ICP in 2008 if you want to read that and see the ins and outs of merchandise. But yeah, or send me an email if you want anything answered.